Let's take a further look at set number 75337 for ages 9+, the ATT Walker, retailing for $230 Australian for 1,082 pieces and 8 figures, excluding the spider droid. Let's take a look at the figure selection, which is incredible. You get 5 clones, 3 battle droids, and you can include the spider droid. Let's start off with Commander Cody, which is the best fig in this set in my opinion. Only criticism for it is this visor is a little too long. Other than that, amazing fig. Unique leg printing, unique hip printing. That's what it looks like next to the 212th Trooper. You can see the small differences, but it does make a lot. LEGO put a lot of effort into this fig, which I'm thankful for. Special back print too. Not an actual jetpack, it's printed, but that's okay. They even gave him a custom clone head, which looks really cool. Super cool fig. I love Commander Cody, so that's an amazing addition to the set. You also get not 1, not 2, but 3 212th Troopers, which look pretty nice. They are a bit inaccurate. Here's what this trooper looks like compared to the old Phase 2 212th Trooper. And as you can see, this one has a point, but this one doesn't. And in Revenge of the Sith, which the ATT is based off, they do have points. So these are kind of inaccurate, but I still think this fig looks better. I just love the wide hips and the wide arms. I just think that looks really cool. That's what the back of the figs look like. I kind of prefer these troopers even with the horrible helmet. It also has the updated clone head. This trooper doesn't, but let's put that trooper away. So you get these nice figs. 3 of these clones, amazing. You are able to customize them. Here I have a customized one just to show you what you can do with these clones. As you can see, I gave them these macro binoculars and a cool little back piece, which I got from the heavy troopers in the latest 501st battle pack. This set also comes with a clone gunner, which looks very cool. I will say, if you like your clones having like nice and neat helmets, and this probably isn't a clone for you because there is wear on them. Also, I'd like to point out that there is wear on these 212 troopers. You can just kind of see it just there. It's a little out of focus. There you go. So I kind of like this fig. I give them a thermal detonator, which I love. They're printed. More come in the set. Yeah, it's a nice fig. Has the same legs as the P1 clones. And that is the 5th and final clone that comes in this set, which is a lot of clones. You also get 3 of these battle droids, which, as I said in my fighter tank video, they are like pretty old now. They need to update this fig. Can't sit on studs. Not the best figure. And finally, the last kind of figure or side build you get in this set is a spider droid, which is a pretty nice build. Although a spider droid isn't really accurate to what happens on Utapau and Revenge of the Sith, but a crab droid would be accurate. Which is why I think a crab droid would make more sense in this set. Now let's take a look at the build. The building experience is fine. I enjoyed building it, nothing bad about it. But this set is humongous. It is massive. This is the latest 332nd battle pack, and it can literally fit underneath the ATT. That's how big this set is. It is just huge. And it's not barely fitting under there, it has a lot of room. And there's a lot of interior space for clones in this set. Starting off, for this front driver's seat, it comes off. It has a little Technic connection, which you can kind of see in there. It just slides in very nicely, really easy to use. And in here, you can plop one of your 212 clones and get him to drive the ATT, which is a lovely feature. You just slot it in just like that, fits perfectly. Now, coming up here, we have this turret, which has a bit of give to it, but it goes really nicely. There's no stud connection for your clone that'll be going up in here, which I'm going to put the clone gunner in here. So there's no studs, it doesn't connect down onto anything. So when you move it around, he does jump up and around a bit. Not to the point where he'd fall out though. I haven't had my clone fall out of this set once. Then, next we can open up this to allow for the front interior, which is pretty spacious. You have this little part you can pull out, which can seat 2 clones. You can put Commander Cody in there, sit him down, and put it in. And Commander Cody fits spaciously in there, it's very nice. There's also a wrench on the side of this little part that comes out. Then, in this little front interior space, there's also room for 2 guns, which I put these 2 guns here. And these guns also come with little parts at the end of them, and if you're wondering where those are, I put them in this little box, which comes in the set. It also has binoculars in it, and all that just fits in there perfectly. And because I take those pieces off, these guns are able to fit on this little stand here, making it perfect for use. Moving towards the back of the build, you have this little handle, which you can use to pick up the set, and it works really nicely. You're not going to be dropping it. There's like ample room for your fingers here, and it just holds the set really well. Whilst doing this, I'll also show you the underside of the set, which is a bit odd. Not much there, but you won't be seeing this set like this most of the time. Before we have a look at this massive back interior, let's delve into smaller parts of the set, which include the legs. These two front and back ones hold most of the weight of the set, while this middle one's kind of loose. You can have it there or there. This middle leg really doesn't do much other than for looks. Same on the other side of the set. Then you also get bull turrets. These front turrets won't be coming off much. They even have this piece here to stop this little piece here from jutting out. They move around well, nice and smoothly. But when we take a look at these back bull turrets, they do tend to come off like that quite a bit. And it does become a problem when you're trying to access this back interior, which I will now show. Now this is how you open the back interior. You want to start off by removing these panels, just moving them outwards, which is very easy. But now here's where the weird part comes in. These bowl turrets, you want them facing outwards. You don't want them facing like up, because that looks weird. But there we go. That's just how I said before. These parts are falling off a lot. Anyways, if you have them facing up, you won't have a problem pulling this down. But if you have them facing back, like you'd want them to look like that, when pulling this down, they're gonna fall off, no matter what. So you have to push these up to make it so you're able to drop this down further. But then when you go to click it back up, they face up, which looks weird. But there's not much you can really do about that. But getting into this massive back interior, which you can already see, it is huge. Like, look at all of that space. There's a lot of space in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats for clones. So space for more weapons, which I have just here. And as I said earlier on in the video, more thermal detonators. I love these thermal detonators. The printing's epic. In this little back interior, there's also space for a cup, which is supplying the set. And I put a gun here, although what would have made a perfect addition to this set is a hologram, an Emperor Palpatine hologram, because this is based off Revenge of the Sith on Utapau, when Commander Cody is called to execute Order 66 by Darth Sidious. So I think this hologram would have made an amazing addition to the set, but it was never put in this set. Otherwise, it's a great set. You can grab your remaining, or my remaining, 212 troopers and just pop them in. I'll show you what it looks like with all the clones in here. And here's what the set looks like, fully filled out with clones, and I think it looks really nice. You also have this control panel, which is a sticker, which goes just in here to pilot the back bull turrets. But that's practically it for the set. I think it's very good. I think it's worth the pickup. I think it's an incredible set for $230. It's a massive, massive set. You saw the 332nd battle pack swamp speeder underneath, and it is just crazy to me how big this set is. That's what it looks like filled out with clones at the front interior. And I mean, it's just a very nice set, perfect for mocks. The ability for mocks is just amazing. I have a little airborne trooper piloting it now that I've put the other 212 trooper in there. Handle works perfectly, even with all those clones in there. There are some gaps which I'd like to show. The thing is with these gaps though, they're tiny. Like you can kind of see the clone in there. From the back, it does look a little weird when you look at it from underneath. You can see all the clones in there. Same on the other side practically, but the gaps don't bother me because you won't be looking at them from like angles like that much or angles like that from underneath. So other than that, this set is great. And that's about it for the set. I think it's a great set. I'm happy I picked it up. Let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you in the next video.